Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's got it complete, Mike Davis. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open, it's Goodwin. Wilson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away.
48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Browns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sheldon Rankins on
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Smith here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
It's a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it with Hill, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and a yard.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boys, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Wilson's pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
47-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But that'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Open man is Samuel, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On the ground, this is Hill. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Working out of the gun, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And this one complete to Smith. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically...
It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A gain of 43 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
From the gun, Winston. And And that'll be incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd and long for Winston. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Wilson's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jarvis Landry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Browns.
From the red zone now, Winston. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Winston. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Browns 7. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by the rookie, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The 33-yard line.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Browns 14. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jameis now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Winston's pass.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Winston to throw for it on 4. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over the deeper position.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Henry, the ball carrier.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's now.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Wilson
wants to throw it. On Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Following the interception, Winston in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's 2nd down.
Winston to throw. Sheldon Rankins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, and I put on a show. I had to kick off.
Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, got family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Gridiron with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel.